Imagine a world where Superman, the iconic symbol of truth and justice, is portrayed by a gritty, intense actor known for his dramatic roles. Sounds bizarre, right? But that's exactly what could have happened long before Nicolas Cage was even in the picture. In the mid-1990s, Hollywood producer Jon Peters had a vision for a Superman reboot that was anything but conventional. And this is where it gets truly fascinating. Peters initially wanted Sean Penn, fresh off his haunting performance in Dead Man Walking, to don the red cape. Yes, you read that right. The same Sean Penn, known for his brooding intensity, was almost the Man of Steel. But here's where it gets controversial. Was this a stroke of genius or a recipe for disaster? Let's dive in. Peters' vision for Superman Lives was as unconventional as it was ambitious. Directed by the eccentric Tim Burton, the film was supposed to be a gritty reboot, complete with a script, costumes, and even Nicolas Cage in the title role. Photos of Cage testing the iconic suit are still floating around the internet, a testament to what could have been. But Peters' ideas were, let's say, unique. He didn't want Superman to fly, hated the classic costume, and envisioned a quirky sidekick reminiscent of Kevin Smith's Chasing Amy. And this is the part most people miss. Peters was dead set on a scene where Superman battles a giant spider in a gladiatorial arena. Yes, a giant spider. It's as wild as it sounds. Kevin Smith, who was briefly hired to write a script draft, has shared countless anecdotes about Peters' bizarre demands. In a 2023 interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Smith recalled Peters' obsession with Penn's violent animal eyes from Dead Man Walking. "He's got the eyes of a caged killer," Peters insisted. Smith, understandably, was skeptical. "Bro, it's Superman," he retorted. But Peters was unmoved. It wasn't until Smith suggested Nicolas Cage, a known Superman superfan, that the project shifted gears. When Burton came on board, Cage was cast, and Smith felt vindicated. "Wow, I had an idea, and somebody took it seriously," he recalled. But let's pause for a moment. Could Sean Penn have pulled off Superman? While Cage's energetic, almost manic style might seem odd for the aw-shucks farm boy from Kansas, Penn's intense, brooding presence feels even more mismatched. Yet, Peters saw something in him, a raw, untapped heroism. Or maybe he just really wanted that giant spider fight. Speaking of which, Peters eventually got his wish in 1999's Wild Wild West, which featured a massive mechanical tarantula. So, in a way, his arachnophilic dreams did come true. Fast forward to 2023, and The Flash pays homage to this bizarre chapter in Hollywood history. In a mind-bending scene, Ezra Miller's Flash glimpses a multiverse where Nicolas Cage's Superman fights, you guessed it, a giant spider. Smith, who once mocked Peters' idea, was surprisingly impressed. "God damn it, the giant spider would have worked," he admitted. "It looked badass." And this is where it gets controversial. Was Peters ahead of his time, or just plain eccentric? Could a Superman battling a giant spider have actually worked on screen? Since Superman Lives was scrapped, the franchise has been rebooted multiple times. Superman Returns, 2006, Man of Steel, 2013, and the upcoming 2025 film. Each iteration brings its own twist, but none have dared to include a giant spider fight. So here's the question for you. Would you have wanted to see Sean Penn as Superman? And more importantly, do you think a giant spider battle could have elevated the film, or would it have been too absurd? Let's debate in the comments.